If your checkout page isn't converting, it's probably not your product, it's your checkout. And most people don't realize they're losing sales right at the final step when someone is already ready to buy. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to fix that inside GoHighLevel. We'll go through layout, trust, order bumps, and the small things that actually make a difference in whether someone completes their purchase or leaves. I'm Erin from Ecom Mastery. Let's get into it. Why checkout pages fail? Most checkout pages don't fail because of bad products, they fail because they create hesitation. When someone lands on your checkout page, they're already interested. They clicked, they're considering buying, but now they're questioning everything. Is this legit? Is this worth it? Can I trust this page? If anything feels confusing, cluttered, or unclear, they are going to leave. And that's why the goal of your checkout page isn't just to collect payment, it's to remove doubt as quickly as possible and make the next step feel obvious. Before we jump into the walkthrough, if you want to follow along inside of GoHighLevel, I've put an extended 30-day free trial link below. It also includes our full pre-built snapshot with hundreds of templates, automations, and coaching resources, so you can skip a lot of the setup and build this out much faster. And if you're already a GoHighLevel user, you can upgrade using our link to unlock those same bonuses on your existing account as well. So inside of GoHighLevel, you're going to start from your dashboard. From the left-hand side, we want to click on Sites, and then we are going to see Funnels. So this is where your checkout page lives. Once you open your funnel or website, you'll find your checkout step, and this is where we're going to make most of our changes. Okay, so now let's click on a funnel. So I am going to click on AI generated funnel number 4. Now, once you're inside the funnel, you'll see these steps over here. In this case, there's just one page that says untitled page. So from here, we're going to go ahead and click on edit. So once you click edit, it's going to open up the page editor. So this is where we're actually going to start optimizing the checkout page. So right now, the page is completely blank, and this is actually where a lot of people get stuck because they don't know what to add first. So from here, go ahead and click on a blank section. So now you've got your first section on the page, and this is where you can start building the actual checkout layout. So instead of throwing in a bunch of random elements, let's keep it simple. Your checkout page really only needs a few things. It needs a clear product section, a short summary of what someone is buying, and your checkout form. That's it. You'll also notice on the left side that GoHighLevel has the Ask AI panel open, and this can help if you want ideas for your page structure or want to speed things up. So if you're not sure how to word something or how to lay it out, AI can give you a starting point. But even with that, the goal is still the same. Keep the page clean, clear, and easy to follow. So from here, we're going to start adding those pieces step by step so the page actually converts. So at the top, go ahead and click the plus button inside of your section, then click on text, and then underneath it, we are going to look for the headline element. So then we are going to drag it onto the top, and then we can type something on the top that says complete your order. It's not clever, it's not creative, it's just very clear. Because at this stage, the person already decided, they just need direction. So now right under that, we are going to click the plus button again, and then we can add another text element. So this one is going to be paragraph, and then we are going to place it under the headline. And for this, you want a short confirmation. You can type something like so this is in all caps, but it doesn't have to be. So we could say you're one step away from getting access. So I'm going to say enter your details below to complete your purchase. All right, so this isn't about selling anymore. It's just reinforcing what's happening and guiding them forward. Also, if you want to adjust the font to make it a little bit more cohesive, you definitely can. You just need to click on this, and then we can adjust the font size. So we don't want it too big, but definitely we don't want the headline to overshadow our paragraph. Now we're going to click the button again, and we are going to add the form element. So this is actually what turns this page into a checkout page. Then we are going to drag it underneath. So once you drag the form, if you don't have any forms yet like me, you can just select a form. You can either create a new form like this, and then you can edit a new form. So as we're editing the new form, on the left side, you can see all the different fields that you can add to the form. So on the left side, you see full name, email, phone, and payment options. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. They add way too many fields here. The more information you ask for, the more likely someone is to drop off before completing the purchase. So for a simple checkout, you really only need your name. So notice here it says first name and last name. I would honestly get rid of that because that's like one more box to fill out. So just click on that. I'm gonna do the trash can symbol. So I'm gonna grab full name and then place it right above the phone number. So after your full name, the next thing you need for a simple checkout is email. Phone is not necessary. People may hesitate giving their phone number, so we are going to delete that. And then we can request their email. So email is perfect because it is a great point of contact between you and the customer, and you're able to reach them directly. And then you want to add payment, so we could do that here, and that's it. So if you want to simplify this, you can remove extra fields that you don't need, and then make sure you have collect payment added under the payments section. And this is what actually allows you to take payments directly on the page. So without this, it's not really a checkout, it's just a form. Now, depending on your setup, you can also connect products or offers to this form, and that's where something like an order bump would come in. So for example, you could offer something like add this for $9 to get templates included. Again, keep it safe and directly related. Then once your form is set up, you can go back to your page, and right under the form, you can add a simple text element with something like secure checkout, 30-day guarantee, instant access. So these might seem small, but this is where most decisions actually happen. At checkout, people aren't asking if they want it anymore, they're asking if they can trust it. Trust and friction, what actually kills conversions. One thing people don't realize is that most drop-off doesn't happen because someone changes their mind. It happens because something feels slightly off in the moment. That could be a missing trust signal, a form that feels too long, or even a page that loads slower than expected. At checkout, people are moving fast. They're not analyzing everything, they're reacting. So even small friction points matter. If your form feels like work, they hesitate. If your page looks slightly unpolished, they question it. If something doesn't feel secure, they are going to leave. That's why your goal isn't just to make the page look good, it's to make it feel easy and safe. Every part of your checkout should reinforce that the process is simple and trustworthy. Clear headline, short confirmation, minimal fields, visible payment section, and quick trust signals. When all of those are working together, the page feels smooth, and when it feels smooth, people complete the purchase without overthinking it. And that's what you're really optimizing for. Layout optimization, make it feel clean. Now that the core pieces are in place, this is where layout starts to matter, because even if you have the right elements, a messy layout will still hurt conversions. So the goal here is to keep everything visually simple. Your headline should be at the top, your short description right under it, and then your form immediately visible without too much scrolling. But beyond just placement, spacing matters more than people think. If everything feels cramped or stacked too tightly, it feels harder to read, harder to process, and that alone can cause someone to hesitate. So give your elements room to breathe, keep consistent spacing between your headline, your text, and your form so it feels clean and intentional. Another thing to pay attention to is alignment. Everything should feel centered and structured. If your text is slightly off, your form isn't aligned, or things feel uneven, it subconsciously makes the page feel less trustworthy. People won't always know why something feels off, but they'll feel it. And at checkout, that feeling is enough to make them leave. You always want to avoid unnecessary sections. A lot of people keep adding things like extra images, long explanations, or even repeating what's already been said earlier in the funnel. But at this stage, less is always better. The more options you give someone, the more chances they have to hesitate. So instead of asking, what can I add to this page, ask, what can I remove that doesn't help someone buy? Another important piece is keeping everything above the fold as much as possible. When someone lands on your checkout page, they shouldn't have to scroll to understand what's happening. They should see what they're buying, what they need to do, and where to complete the purchase, all within the first screen. Because the more they have to scroll and search, the more likely they are to drop off. And finally, think about the flow. Your page should guide someone step by step without them thinking about it. Headline, confirmation, form, button. That's the path. If anything interrupts that flow, whether it's extra text, poor spacing, or distractions, it slows them down. And slowing someone down at checkout is the last thing that you want. So if you focus on anything here, focus on this. Keep it clean, keep it structured, and make the next step obvious at all times, because the easier your page feels, the more it converts. Button optimization. Another thing people overlook is the button. Most people leave it as something generic like submit or continue, and that's a mistake. Your button should clearly tell someone what they're getting. So instead of submit, say something like complete my order or get instant access. This makes the action feel more real and more valuable. Mobile optimization. Most people are going to see your checkout page on their phone. So even if your page looks good on desktop, you need to check how it looks on mobile. To do that, on GoHighLevel, just click on the mobile mode and then you can see how it will look like from their phone. Just make sure that the form isn't too long, that the text isn't too small, and the button is easy to tap, because if it's hard to use on mobile, people will leave. What most people still get wrong. Even after all this, a lot of people still make the same mistake. They treat the checkout page like another sales page. They try to add more persuasion, more text, more sections, but at this point, the selling is already done. And the checkout page is just confirming the decision. So if you want to simplify everything we just covered, here's what actually matters. Keep your layout clean and easy to follow. Make your headline clear and direct. Add a short confirmation under it. Keep your form simple. Use an order bump if it makes sense. And add a few trust signals near the bottom. That's it. You don't need anything complicated. If you want to try this yourself, go into your GoHighLevel account and start adjusting your checkout page based on what we just went through. Even small changes here can make a noticeable difference in how your page converts. At checkout, people are already ready to buy. You're not convincing them anymore. You're either making it easy or you're getting in their way. The cleaner your page is, the more trust it builds, and the easier it feels to complete, the better it's going to perform. If this video helped, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this where we break things down step by step. If you want to try this yourself, make sure to use our link below and start building your checkout page inside of GoHighLevel. Using our link gives you an extended 30-day free trial. I'm Erin from Ecom Mastery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.